Hundreds of people turned out for a big Juneteenth march that started here at 22nd and Madison. It ended up at Jimi Hendrix Park. It's one of a handful of Juneteenth events underway today. People packed the streets today in celebration of the country's newest national holiday, Juneteenth.
It's wonderful to see all black, brown, white, anybody to come out and celebrate that.
Like many others in the black community, Josiah Townsend has celebrated Juneteenth for many years. This year, the holiday becoming federally recognized, that adds new faces and new momentum.
Celebrating the liberation of our people, I think that's a very beautiful thing. I think that just celebrating the authenticity of our history and everything that we've endured, I think that's wonderful.
The big crowd that started at 22nd and Madison made their way to Jimi Hendrix Park for a special celebration. We were there earlier and caught up with Jennifer Goodwin, who's originally from Texas. She says the holiday marks an important and ongoing lesson.
It would be wonderful. We just have to make sure we are teaching. It gets into the education system. We're teaching them the correct history. And, you know, we can all learn and grow from it.
Let us march on.
At the Juneteenth Jamboree at Judkins Park, the powerful lessons for family came in the form of song and prose. And at the Juneteenth Festival at Othello Park, volunteers worked to improve equity and equality in healthcare, among other things.
Eliminating health disparities is so important. And because the rates of the uninsured are so high in the black community, we want to make sure that we're out here in the community, especially in the black community. We also are doing COVID vaccines.
Many agree this day is powerful and important in sharing the black experience and commemorating the end of slavery. But it's just the beginning, they say.
Juneteenth is only the beginning. There's still so much we have to do for a fair and equitable environment for the black community.
Steve, Michelle, good evening. We have confirmed that in 2 of those drownings, life jackets were not being worn. And every year, agencies hammer home that message of just how important they are, saying that something so simple can save a life. And with many of those bodies of water still very cold, even swimmers with plenty of experience can be caught off guard. With warm weather on tap heading into next week, Lake Tapps is already seeing the crowds of kayakers, paddleboarders, and swimmers. But that water, it's deceivingly cold. And on Friday, a man in his 20s in that popular swim area of the lake drowned.
We dive in full face mask gear.
Sergeant Detective Brent Van Dyke leads the Pierce County Metro Dive Team.
Sadly, most of the time when we're called to the lakes, it's not going to be a rescue, it's going to be a recovery.
He says an underlying theme in these drownings, people thinking they can swim some distance without something that floats to hold on to.
Know that a flotation device doesn't mean that you're not a good swimmer. It just means you're smart.
Also on Friday, the body of a missing paddleboarder was pulled from Lake Sammamish after his friends reported he had gone under earlier that day. And on Thursday, a man's body was found in Lake Washington. The day before, he had been out boating with his 2 young sons when one of them fell into the water. He tried to rescue him, but went under. That boy was rescued by a passing boat.
It's hard to explain how quickly water takes the temperature of your body down and how quickly it saps away your energy.
Van Dyke's advice is simple. If heading to the water, know your limits, bring a flotation device, and if you can, bring a friend.
You're in cold water, it's dangerous water.
Yeah, right, Molly. And the interesting thing is that if the governor were looking just at King County right now, King County has more than enough vaccinations. It would qualify to be allowed to open fully today. But the governor is not looking at it county by county. Instead, he's lumping everybody statewide together. The people of King County will have to wait to fully open, which the governor says, as you mentioned, will be June 30th, if not sooner. When the rate for those initiating vaccines 16 and older reaches 70%, he'll open fully the entire state. Now, the latest number from the state is that 67.8%. King County is well above that at 76.5%, the second highest in the state. And County Health Officer Dr. Jeff Duchin says it could be even higher if not for certain areas of the county lagging behind.
However, vaccination rates continue to lag in South and Southeast King County, and these are the communities that have had the highest COVID-19 disease rates as well. So we've still got more work to do. Our goal is to reach a minimum of 70% fully vaccinated within all racial and ethnic groups and in all zip codes, and ultimately have as many people as eligible vaccinated in King County as possible.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Johnson from KOMO News. Thanks for checking out the KOMO YouTube channel. You can see more of our videos right here by clicking on the video links for more news from the Seattle area and all of Western Washington. And don't forget to click the subscribe button below so you don't miss our YouTube updates.